just be honest with yourself, bro. Know what do you want? Then what you want, be that kind of person. Right? If you want to find the perfect match in your life, guess what? As a guy, first try to be the good man. If you want to find a strong woman, bro, guess what? You need to be a strong man. If you want to find a feminine woman, guess what? You need to tap into your masculinity as a guy. Everything that you want as a guy in a female, you need to be that yourself so that you can attract it naturally. Let life take its course. Let the universe do its magic. Let God do things as He desires. That's what you need to do, my God. And without further ado, guys, man, I'm gone. So what I've been hearing lately is guys that are my peers ask me, man, do you think I should save myself up until marriage? And it's simple, man. I usually just tell people one thing. What kind of wife do you desire? Right? So do you want a female that's been messing around in the streets, that's been playing around in the streets, that has slept with everybody? Or do you want a female that took care of herself? A female that saved herself, that nurtured her sexual energy, that nurtured, developed her femininity, nurtured and developed her feminine side. Now, if you want that kind of female, you do understand that first of all, you also have to be the guy that she desires. Now, a feminine female is attracted to a masculine guy. How do you become your most masculine self, your most masculine version? First of all, bro, you need to understand that you need to harness your sexual energy. You need to harness your sexual energy. You first of all need to understand the power of sexual energy. After you understand the power of sexual energy, then you need to harness it within thyself. After you harness it, then you need to learn how to direct it into the things that you want to accomplish in your life. Right? So for example, me, after I discovered the power of sexual energy, I told myself, okay, now let me teach myself sexual discipline. I want to harness my energy into giving birth into the greatest version of Kevin. I want to become the greatest in my generation. So every day I have to constantly give birth to a greater version of Kevin. Because guess what? What's the purpose of sexual energy? It is reproduction. The purpose of sexual energy is to make life. So I realized, you know what, instead of spreading my life, my seed out there, let me harness it within myself and give birth to the greatest version of Kevin. The second thing, right? The second aspect in this is, bro, I had to realize that, man, I cannot do this life thing by myself. I tried this life thing by myself. Guess what? I miserably failed because I was lost. I was constantly in chaos. I was drunk every weekend. I was just lost. The world had just swallowed me, captured me. I was broken. I thank God each and every day. I show gratitude that by the age 20, I actually found my salvation. I discovered who Jesus Christ was. So after I discovered, you know what, let me grow myself spiritually. Then I started doing spiritual things to mature myself spiritually. Then one of the things that I do is I read my Bible. I read my Bible. I read my Bible, right? Every morning I wake up, I read my Bible. Now, why do I read my Bible? It's because to me, the Bible has the keys to life, to a successful life. You need to understand that success, even from the biblical times, success, the principles of it haven't changed if you want to be successful the righteous way. To me, the Bible has it's like a GPS of life for me. It's my compass. It's my compass for life. So what I read, I absorb that wisdom, then I apply it, I implement it in my life. I look at, okay, the story of Joseph. Okay, from having big dreams, always being confident in his dreams that he's going to be big. He's going to do something great, to his brothers selling him as a slave. Being a slave, being in prison, entering another man's house, working his way up until he became a king. There's a story there, there are principles there, there are values there. When I read that, I get that information, then guess what? I implement it in my life. Then I see that the great man in the Bible, Abraham, had a wife. Most of the great men in the Bible, they have what? A wife. They have what? Kids. Then it says in the Bible that it speaks about sexual immorality. So if I am using it as my compass, I don't want to just take some information and leave the other information. I take everything 100% because I want to become successful in life. I follow what God's word, right? So that's my opinion. After that's what I read since I was 20, me in my honest opinion, and I will share it with you guys, right? I save my sexual energy. I harness it. I keep it. I do not waste it on tissue. I do not waste it on females, because I understand that I know the kind of characteristics and values that I want in a wife. Certain things non-negotiable. Certain things non-negotiable. If I am saving myself, if you are busy playing around in the streets, do you think I want you to be the mother of my kids? So you need to be honest with yourself and figure out, man, what do you want in life, bro? What do you want in life? Be honest with yourself, man, and figure out, bro, what kind of wife do you want? If you want to have a wife, that's just... If you want to have open relationship, open marriage, a wife that's everywhere in the streets, then you can do that. Then you will attract that kind of wife into your life. But for me personally, I put out the energy that I want to attract in my life. So I match the universe's vibration with my actions and a high vibration. What I desire in life, I do the actions to match it. I know I do not want a female that 100 guys have had sexual access to. A female that 50 guys, 30 guys. What? That's not the kind of female that I want as my wife. So guess what? I also need to hold myself accountable and also realize that if I want that in my life, that female, that kind of caliber female, is also not looking for such a guy that's busy giving access to his sexual energy to 200 females, 300 females, 50 females, 100 females. And guess what? The funniest part is the media, Hollywood, makes it seem like that's the normal standard. That's what guys are supposed to do. That's what men are supposed to do in order to be deemed as cool. Bro, we're living in a funny world, man. We are living in a funny world. If you do not wake up, man, if your eyes are shut, man, if you wake up by the time you're 40, man, you're going to regret it, bro. You need to wake up and realize, man, what's truth, what's deception. And God's word is always true. It will never change. So I build my life on the foundation of truth. I don't need deception. I don't need lies. No matter how hard the truth is, bro, I always accept it, right? As for me, guys, that's what I'm doing in my life. I know that definitely, bro, 3 years from now, 4 years from now, 5 years from now, my partner, bro, she will have the characteristics that are non-negotiable for me. But in the meantime, I also need to develop myself to be the guy that such a caliber of a female also desires. I need to be realistic. I need to be honest. I need to see this from a third eye point of view, an objective view. Not lie to myself, not play myself. Just be honest with yourself, bro. Know what do you want? Then what you want, be that kind of person. Right? If you want to find the perfect match in your life, guess what? As a guy, first try to be the good man. If you want to find a strong woman, bro, guess what? You need to be a strong man. If you want to find a feminine woman, guess what? You need to tap into your masculinity as a guy. Everything that you want as a guy in a female, you need to be that yourself so that you can attract it naturally. Let life take its course. Let the universe do its magic. Let God do things as He desires. That's what you need to do, my God. And without further ado, guys, man, I'm gone.